Welcome back, everyone. It is Monday, November 10th in the NBA. My four favorite plays are on the way in this video, as well as a parlay at the end of it. As always, my name is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Today, we're joined by a special guest. Get it on out. Yeah, we won't want to know today. So you could say we brought up the brims. I don't normally do that, but we are on a 9-1 run in the NBA, so it's been pretty good. Russell Westbrook, shout out you. Under 14.5 points. He ended with 6. You couldn't get much better than that. We take those. Let's continue that winning streak into Monday. We have a big action-packed video. We did also give you guys in yesterday's video a better entry that did cash. Nick Claxton also going under. You would know we bet on Aaron Nesmith as well, and he did not play. So again, I had two plays yesterday. Nesmith was one of them. He did not play. Again, if you are new to Betr, I would remind you, if you sign up using my code SHOT, which I would appreciate, they'll give you a free $10. You don't even have to make a deposit. They'll also give you up to $200 bonus on your first deposit. Take advantage. If your state's in purple in there, you should sign up. You'll also get this Jalen Hurts free pick for Monday Night Football. So again, tap into that. If you're looking for my Monday Night Football plays, look no further. That video was posted last night. Packers versus Eagles. We're up 29 units so far this NFL season. We've been cooking. Go check it out. Again, this has been our Sunday. We've been dominating the NFL. If you are not tapped into those videos, that's on you. It's not my fault. I post them every single time. Get in there and join. Let's dive into the plays, though. We're going to begin with a three-pointer ladder. And, man, if this guy knocks down 4 threes, you guys better be joining the Dub Club. Those are the rules. Let's talk all about Nikola Vucevic. I love his overs and threes. I took him for 2, 3, and 4. Well, 2, 3, and 4. The 2 is minus 110. I played that for 3/4 unit. Then I dropped it down to just a quarter unit at 3+ for plus 280. And then I just wanted to sprinkle on the 4+ for plus 800. Do I think he makes 4 tonight? Probably not. Statistically speaking, probably not. But I do think he's pretty certain. I think he can make 2 for us. And if he wants to climb up to 3 or 4, I will absolutely love that. Vucevic, go get the job done. Now, why the heck am I backing a center to knock down threes? Aren't they supposed to be in the paint? And maybe so. But I think this is a terrific matchup for Nikola Vucevic, and I think he's going to have to stretch the floor because who's he facing? Victor Wembanyama. And let's be honest, him scoring in the paint, probably not going to yield a lot of success. So Vucevic should have to stretch out to the three-point line where I think we'll be firing away. Now, let's look at how Vuce has done versus Wemby in the Spurs in years past. Of course, we'll be back on Props Madness. If you are new to Props Madness, I would say it's the best research tool out there, and you can sign up using my code SHOT if you seek. Now, again, this is a site we use every single time. This is Nikola Vucevic for threes. Now, this is his last 4 versus the Spurs. Pretty good hit rate getting the 2. I actually want to highlight the 2 games Wemby played. It's actually not the middle ones. It's the buns of the sandwich. This game, he went 0 for 7 from 3. The other one, 2 for 9 from 3. So you're telling me chucking up 7 and 9 threes with Wemby in the game. That's pretty dang good for us. I would happily take that. Now, if you look at Vucevic in terms of this season, it hasn't necessarily been the greatest season, but you do see he's made 4 threes in a couple games already. Is coming off a game versus the Cavs. Didn't shoot the ball too well. It was a back-to-back for him. 0 for 2 from 3. Just didn't get a lot of opportunities. But with Wembanyama managing the paint, you're going to need guys like Vucevic to stretch out the floor. And I think this is going to be a spot. We've seen other centers, like we usually look at Bam Adebayo, 4 for 13. Khalil Ware, we were on his over. He went 0 for 4, all of them wide open. Derek Queen, he doesn't really shoot a lot of threes, 1 for 4. And Şengün, 1 for 6. So again, these centers are having to stretch the floor against Wembanyama. And if you were to just, isolate, let's just look at games in which Vuce is getting the shots. So let's say, for instance, he gets 4 shots tonight. Pretty good hit rate getting to at least 2 threes. If you told me he shot 5 threes tonight, pretty good hit rate. If he shoots 5, you're looking at 76% for the 2, 30%, and then 14%. So not necessarily terrible. I think there's a chance to shoot 6 or more. I mean, heck, his last 2 matchups versus the Spurs, he shot 7 or more. When he gets those opportunities, we're looking at a pretty good hit rate for 2, 85%. Pretty good hit rate for 3, almost 50%. And then for 4, 27%. Pretty good. Vucevic, a few years ago, sucked from the three-point line. You can't I can't deny that. But he has been a better shooter as of late. Like I said, what did he shoot? I had his numbers. He shot 30. I think he shot in the low 30s from 3 in 2023. 40% last year, 47% so far this year. Vucevic, we're climbing the ladder tonight. Let's hope he knocks down some shots for us. My next play is going to be my a 1-unit player prop. There's nothing laddering on this guy. It's actually fading him. It's You're not. Get the hell out of here, Vooch. It is Jaylen Johnson under 21.5 points, -108 on DraftKings, a 1-unit play. Now, Jaylen Johnson and the Hawks are on the road taking on the Clippers tonight. There is a chance Jaylen Johnson does not suit up. So if you can't find his lines, that's probably what happened. But I think he does. He did miss last game, which was a back-to-back for the Hawks. We would know they smoked the Lakers. No comment at this time. But Jaylen Johnson didn't play due to a quad injury. I think he suits up tonight. But again, it is a quad injury. Those don't feel like a very fun to play on. And so if he doesn't play, whatever. If he does play, wouldn't be shocked if he got re-injured or something like that. We're not rooting for that. But again, a pathway to victory. Now, I won't use props madness, but Jaylen Johnson is a guy I think he's really talented, been unlucky so far in his NBA career in terms of some injuries and stuff. But I don't like this matchup for him. Keep it simple as that. You know what? I can actually pull up props madness. It's going to show you why I don't like this matchup for Jaylen Johnson. He's just going to be in a spot against the Clippers, who are a very good paint defense. Now, if you look at Jaylen Johnson, you could just look at him this year. He's been decent at hitting this line, but like the teams he's hitting it against, Cleveland, fine. Pacers, they don't play any defense. Nets have no rim protection. Bulls, hell no. And then like the Raptors, he split on those two. But like a team like the Magic, they have decent rim protection. He didn't do much. And like I said, where does he score his points? 67%, right in the restricted area, where the Clippers rank top 5 defensively. And then, if he wants to get non-restricted area, again, it's a tough spot. I mean, you look at all their been pretty good against points in the paint all season long, even last year. I just don't see it being a high upside spot for him. He's not a 3-point shooter, as you can see by his 3-point line. What do they even have it? Yeah, like plus 190 for him to make 2 threes. That's just not his game. And so when you have to score against this team, what they've been giving up is a lot of spot up opportunities. 27th in spot up. Not a lot of free throws. Transition, they're a borderline top 10 defense. I just see it as a tough spot here. You think about the guys that can defend him on the Clippers, like John Collins, revenge game. But Derek Jones Jr. is there. They don't have Nick Batum lines. But again, they have a lot of guys I feel like they can match up with the size of a guy like Jaylen Johnson. So I'm taking his under 21.5 points. Hopefully he suits up. Trying to back his over and rebounds. And he didn't feel like playing for me. We'll see. I do like his under, though, at 21.5 points. My third play, it's going to be a parlay. It has an easy switch if you just are playing on daily fantasy, but I like taking this for a little bit of plus money odds. Let's talk about Yusuf Nurkic. Now, I did a 2-leg parlay. These are 2 legs, under 9.5 points, as well as part with his 2+ assists. Now, like I said, his 9.5 points is his regular line. That's could hit, could miss. I like his under, but I put on the 2+ assists because I think that's kind of his role in this Jazz offense. I only played it for a quarter unit, so took it down instead of taking a -110 for his regular line. Took it down a quarter unit, but also played the plus 122 on FanDuel. Now, he is starting for the Jazz, if you did not know. And today he'll be facing the Timberwolves, the team that they just faced a couple days ago. Yusuf Nurkic, though, I don't like his scoring matchup, but I do think that he has some upside for putting some assists. All right, we're back on props madness. Now you can see Yusuf Nurkic in terms of his under 9.5 points. It's the line you'll see on every single book, and it's been a pretty good hit rate all season long. I mean, 7 of 9 games he's under that line. Now, like I said, he just faced the Timberwolves a few games ago. That was a game they lost by 40. Today they're 7.5 point underdogs. I don't know if Timberwolves -7.5 is free. I might not. I mean, I don't bet spreads, but again, in that game, 3 points. Only shot 3 times. So again, not a lot of volume in that game regardless. Now, obviously, they are down Walker Kessler. So if you just want to look at the games Walker Kessler has missed, when you've seen Yusuf Nurkic kind of settling into the starting lineup under that points line in all those games. Now, why am I targeting the assists? Well, because you see Yusuf Nurkic pretty good with and without Kessler. He's at 2+ assists in every single game. Now, if you have to take 3+, I don't mind it, but obviously it is another assist you need. But again, in these games, we're seeing him without Kessler. He's kind of just managing this offense. I mean, we look at not necessarily, running point guard, absolutely not, but 4 assists on what is that? 6 potentials, 4 on 6, 4 on 7. I mean, 40, 50. I mean, he's just setting screens. And with Rudy Gobert playing heavy drop coverage, I think he's had plenty of chances. I mean, he's just sitting out there at the 3-point line, dribble handoffing to all his guards, and all I have to do is knock down a mid-range, and he'll get some assists in there. I think that they have a good chance of covering tonight. I don't like his matchup for scoring, though. If he scores, whatever, but I think he could realistically, if I'm being honest, he could maybe flirt with like 6 or 7 assists in this game. It wouldn't shock me. I know he's only had 4 in recent games, but based on how they use him, it's a lot of, and with how Rudy Gobert is going to guard him, it's just going to be a lot of, hey, he'll have the ball at the top of the key and he'll just have to dish it off to someone. And it's mostly catch and shoot against the T-Wolves. And so I can see the Jazz flirting with maybe covering in this game. Heck, I don't really need them to cover. If they want to get smoked again, just give me those 2 Yusuf Nurkic assists. Get me out of there. But I do like his under in points as well. I think if he is to score 10 plus, he either one gets really lucky on offensive rebound putbacks and stuff, which is tough against Gobert. And number two, he knocks down threes and he's currently shooting 11% from three. Cut to when he makes the first three of the game. That's going to be how it works. My fourth play will be my Dub Club exclusive play. Today is an under in PRAs. Yeah, if you want it, you can join. Dub Club plays are up in the NBA. They're up in the NFL. Try to make sure you guys get some winners, extra winners. So again, you can join. It's 50% off. Join. It's like $7.50. Get on in there, support the community, and I'll make you guys some money on the back end. Finally, let's wrap up the video with our Betr entry. A reminder on Betr, you can sign up using my code SHOT. Again, SHOT, not COS, SHOT, or save yourself some time and just click the link in the description. They'll give you a free $10 without even making a deposit, but also up to a $200 bonus on your first deposit. Plus, you'll get this Jalen Hurts free pick to use it however you want. Like I said, we cashed yesterday. Let's cash again. Here are three plays I looked at. Obviously, the first one, Vucevic to shoot 5 3-pointers. That's not really a line you get on a lot of books. But like I said, I told you his last two games versus Wemby, 7 and 9 threes. I think he chalks them. Does he make them? I have no idea. At least for this slip, if he's bricking them, at least we're making some money a little bit. I looked at Giannis's over in points at 30.5. It is a line that is high, but Giannis's usage is out of this world. And even against a very, very tough matchup against the Rockets, he cooked them. He easily had them. The Mavs have been a really bad paint defense. I don't know if Anthony Davis plays or not tonight, but Giannis will get to where he needs to go. It is a back-to-back, so some concern there. But again, I think he gets it done. And Trey Murphy, another guy I looked at fading. I didn't officially fade him. He's not my under in PRAs. If you're curious for the Dub Club, it's not on Trey Murphy, but he's coming off like a 40-point game. I think this is a tougher matchup against the Suns. They got Dylan Brooks back, who probably is his primary defender. So again, Dylan Brooks is a good defender, and they have a bunch of scrappy guys for the Suns. They're not like previous years with Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant being soft. They got some other guys that are going to be getting your business. And Trey Murphy, I don't think he likes when you get in his business, if you know what I mean. All right, this video is getting off the rails. Thanks for tuning in on Monday. Appreciate you guys. Drop a like. Let me know your favorite picks down below. And of course, if you want to join the Up Club, there's a 50% off link down below, as well as the link for Packers versus Eagles. I have 2 player props in that game. That is also likely where we'll do day 1 of the ladder challenge. I cannot believe how we lost yesterday, man. The ways we're finding out how to lose is just tough. But we'll go on a streak here soon. And speaking of the streak, I'm not sure if we'll bring that back. We'll figure that out probably in a few days. But either way, I'm out of here. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys back in the next one. Peace out.